example, this is for you. I'll show you how I check the voltage regulator on my Craftsman GT tractors 22 horse V-twin Kohler Pro engine. Got the voltmeter. Now, the first thing you do is check the battery voltage. Set the battery. Well, I just show. I said you got to stick the negative probe to the negative of the battery and the positive probe to the positive part of the battery. Now get y'all around here when y'all see what I'm talking about. Negative to negative and positive to positive. Then you check the voltage at the regulator with a negative probe on the body of the voltage regulator to the positive of the battery. Or you can do it with a battery terminal. Now to check AC voltage, you stick one probe in here and another probe here. Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. You check the AC voltage with the outer two probes that say AC on them. Now the engine had to be running in most cases to do this. And there's times when you don't have to have the engine running. So let's turn this to DC volts at 20. And see. I have 12.75 doing it this way. Then you do it this way. .75. The thing is, the problem with this voltage regulator was the negative cable was not properly secured to the voltage regulator and down here. That little yellow part right there. If that is not properly secured and properly cleaned, well, you're going to get negative voltage readings and it's not going to charge the battery. And there is the new starter solenoid. Yeah, right there. So that's how I do it. Now, it's different on different engines. You got Kawasaki, and you have Brigham Stratton and Kohler. Now there's a website, well, a YouTube channel called Kohler University. Kohler University. They show you stuff about Kohler engines. But that's how I do it. Now, the engine had to be running to check the AC output. And the engine does not have to be running to check DC output. But there again, sometimes you want to check, make sure it's charging, you have to have the engine running. And this voltage regulator should not have more than 16 volts. 16 volts, you're going to burn it up. And I checked with a guy yesterday that did this, and he said that bulbs, well, it don't matter, but it is what it is. But like I said, I always check your voltage to the battery, on the battery, and to the body, the metal body of the voltage regulator, and make sure that these ground cables are secured and nice and clean. Because otherwise, you're not going to get proper voltage readings. And I said the engine has to be running to check AC. You check this terminal here and that terminal there with the engine running. That makes the AC, it turns it into DC. But the thing is, the engine speed. You got idle, and then you have full throttle. Now I forgot how much voltage AC is supposed to be coming out at full throttle here and here. But like I said, that requires less than 16 volts. If it goes over 16 volts, it could be a possibility that your engine is running higher RPM than it needs to, because this pretty much is a generator. It creates AC current and it converts it to DC in this item. So if engine RPM is way above the maximum RPM on the engine, means you're going to have to do some adjustment to your carburetor to get it down to the maximum RPM, so this engine doesn't overproduce AC voltage, which would increase the DC voltage to this, because this has to have that battery. Without the battery, this ain't doing nothing. So there you go. So y'all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all later. Thank you.